challenges we face are to preserve the quality of public services, our passion in those public services for shaping this city at a time of absolutely unprecedented public restraint in spending. It is the age of austerity, and how do we reconcile quality and austerity in a way that we feel is good? Priorities will be essential to surviving and maintaining quality of services in this period. And there are a process that we call the Fundamental Service Review that's going to enable us to do that in the coming months. We've started already and we'll keep you in touch with it as it goes. And there are three strands to that. Strand number one is, what are our priorities? What are the things that actually we can no longer afford to do and we should give up altogether? Better that we do give up some things in entirety than we try and stretch ourselves too thinly. The second aspect will be to make our organisational shape really work for us. Not about changing it, not about more restructuring. We've done enough of that already. What it is about is getting that to work for us. Now, the prioritisation discussion that I've talked about is about the commissioning people, the commissioning team, working with your senior managers to define what those priorities are going to be. But an example of getting the organisational model to work for us is the discussion we're having with Hammersmith and Fulham at the moment. We're talking about merging our education and children's services with the Borough of Hammersmith and Fulham, because we both separately think that we've not got the mass, the economies of scale that are going to make us sustainable and deliver quality of services. And we need to do more of that kind of thinking across a vast range of our services. What are the partnerships? Who are the other providers with whom we might connect to make us more sustainable? And finally, making sure that we're having a conversation with people outside the City Council about what they do to contribute to the shape of public services. There are loads of people, businesses, voluntary sector, individuals, who've all got a role to play in contributing to quality of life, and tapping into that effectively is the third strand. The Council in 5 years' time will still be the primary place of bringing together public services in the City of Westminster, of that I'm sure. We will be the place that coordinates and brings that together more effectively across all of the public agencies and other contributors to the shape of the city. We'll still be about driving forward services that are responsive. We'll still be about driving forward the sense of responsibility by individuals and groups and communities in the city. And we'll still be about targeted renewal of some parts of the city that need that renewal. So those three R's will still be really, really strong. I think we'll still be looking to generate high satisfaction levels by our users, high trust in our services by our users. It will be challenging to achieve that in a period of restraint, but that I think has to be what we're still about. There are profound changes for all of us. We need to do that priority discussion. We need to do that business about shaping our organisation. Things like the deal with Hammersmith and Fulham is a classic example about our ability to think differently in order to sustain services, and we need to do that and accelerate those kind of conversations. Not to reduce services that shape, but just to make sure that we're able to sustain it as effectively as we can. And I think also we all need to contribute, everyone in the organisation, to putting forward their ideas, your ideas, for the best way to survive through this period.